Okay, June 22nd. It's a pretty hot day. I just finished mowing the lawn and realized there's some garden developments that I figured I should share. So, starting out front this time, because this is new here. Just planted this last week. It all started, we wanted a lilac, which is in the back corner here. That's a dwarf lilac, so it'll only grow 4 or 5 feet tall. And some potentillas in front of that, they grow about 3 feet tall, so when that all fills in, that'll look pretty good. And then in front, we've got some catmint and some lady's mantle. So catmint is the purple stuff over there. I'll go over there in a sec to show you that. But so that'll fill in nice, and pollinators like it, and yeah, it looks good. And the lady's mantle is pretty common. It gets pretty big, and that's the one that when it rains, the water beads up on the leaves and it throws up yellowish fuchsia flowers. Set this back from the driveway and the walk a little bit just for visibility and maneuverability, and in the winter, snow shoveling and stuff, I don't need to be quite as careful. So that's what's going on there. Front porch, those are snapdragons that are hanging. I bought them and they were in full bloom like that, and then all the flowers went away. So I was worried that I was going to end up with green baskets for the summer, but no, they came back. That's just the way they grow, I guess. So yeah, here's the catmint here. So once these flowers are done, I can cut it down about half the height, and it'll send up new flowers. These are all rose bushes. I've got two different varieties here. Originally, all I had was these ones. I forget what they're called. They're not quite blooming yet, as you can see, but they will be in the next couple of weeks, I think, and then they'll bloom for the rest of the summer, really. But the ones at either end have died, so they've been replaced by something that's a little more hardy. These are called Felix Leclerc. And this one I planted last year, seems to be doing well. And this one I planted this year, just a month ago, and it seems to be doing fine. And then what else is growing in here are the daffodils. So once I'll give them another week or two, and then cut back the leaves of those. This is another hardy rose. These ones out front won't grow nearly that big. This came from a small transplant from Andrew's grandmother's a few years ago now, and it's doing well. Got some daylilies here. The poppies are done, but they've been coming back for the last couple of years since I moved some from out back, so that's good. This is a mallow that came from Andrew's other grandmother, her house, so they've been doing well. And that's about it here. That's the back of the crabapple tree. This is what the deer can reach, and they're happy to do so. So I'll go around back now and show what's there. This maple tree I planted, I don't even remember. I think it was before COVID, but it's coming along quite well. These lilies will come up mid to late July, I think. Need to keep an eye on them because the deer like to eat them, so I need to spray those. Same with the roses over there. I need to spray those to keep the deer away from them. So now I'll come around back and show what's new back here. We had a storage shed here. I think I talked about this before, that we got rid of. So I planted all these hostas last year. These hostas and these boxwoods. This hosta, and there's an Astobi there. They've been there for years. Just today I planted this 9-bark, which is a native plant. It'll grow 8 feet tall or so as a bush. It's just about done flowering. So pool, we it gets smaller every time we buy one. We went to put up the pool we had previously yesterday, and there was a hole in it, plus a couple of the hose clamps were broken. So we went to buy a pool and just got this small little one, which is fine. The advantage of a pool this size is it doesn't take long to warm up, and it stays warm, which is nice. Anyway, primrose, they'll start blooming in another week or two probably. This hydrangea is going to be blooming soon. There's the squirrel feeder. We gave up calling it a bird feeder many years ago. You can see the squirrels have punched holes in the fence for convenience, but that's all right. These peonies will be blooming soon. These daylilies are going to be blooming soon. Harvested some rhubarb over the weekend, so left enough so that wouldn't kill the plant. But continuing around here, this geranium has been around for years. Like before I redid all these beds. It's from a previous attempt at gardening. I think some years I even mowed it down, but it doesn't seem to care. So anyway, it's doing well now, so I'll definitely make a point of keeping it. Coming along here, so yeah, this cherry tree was dead, so I cut it down, and this is the tree we buried a bunch of the pets' ashes around. So didn't want to forget about that, so had this plaque made and put this here. So that's all the cats and dogs who have lived here over the years. Yeah, these geraniums are doing well. There's some dill in there that seems to be doing okay. Yeah, most of this stuff I've talked about. Oh, one thing I may not have talked about back over here, a friend of ours gave us some oregano. That's what that plant is there. I didn't realize oregano could grow here, but they've had it for years and it keeps getting bigger and thriving. So they gave us some, so put it there. We'll see how it goes. This lavender I talked about last time, but it's still doing well. The irises are just about done, but I'll wait till they're all done before I deadhead them. Here's some more lady's mantle, and this is the arbor I put up a few weeks ago now, and the honeysuckle. So you can see, when I planted it, it barely came up to this first crossbar, but now this side especially, it's pretty much up to the top of the arbor. I think that's even higher than it was this morning when I looked at it. This side is growing a little more slowly, but it's still doing fine. Around here, this is the clematis, which is also doing fine. No real issues there, so that's good. I think that's pretty much all the new stuff. I won't, talk about everything that I've talked about before. All of the herbs, we've found that this seems to be the best place for them. You know, we've tried them on the front porch, we've tried them on the back, on the main deck out back, but this seems to be the place for them, so we'll keep them there. Just noticing this is rotting. That's something to keep an eye on. Yeah, so all the stuff here is doing well, and I think that's about it, really. All right.